Good morning, student. Today I am explaining about the Newton's rings. So now the formation of Newton's rings is an important application of interference of light wave from the opposite faces of a thin film of variable thickness. A thin film of increasing thickness in all direction from one point can be easily obtained by placing a plano-convex lens of large radius of curvature on a plane glass plate. You observe the figure. So in that one, L is the lens, that is plano-convex lens, and G is a plane glass plate. When the light is incident on the plano-convex lens, it is reflected as R1 and R2, and they are interfere with each other. The Newton's rings must be formed. Okay, as shown in the next figure, that is concentric dark and bright rings are obtained. Now this is the how we are found the Newton's rings. When the air film is illuminated normally by monochromatic light, the observed interference fringes are circular concentric rings with center as the point of contact. The ring are circular since these are the loci of points of equal optical film thickness. The rings gradually become narrower as their radii increases. So in the figure, AB is a wave incident at point B on plano-convex lens. BD and B1 D1 are waves originating by reflection from lower surface of plano-convex lens and upper surface of glass plate. These two interfere to give interference circular fringes by reflected light. So CE and C1 E1 are transmitted waves on the other side of film. These also produce interference circular fringes by transmitted light. So here the interference pattern must be obtained in the two way, as well as one is, you know that about the reflected light and transmitted light also. Okay, now what are the conditions of the Newton's rings by reflected light? The condition of maxima, it is given by 2 mu t is equal to n plus 1 by 2 lambda. For condition of minimum is 2 mu t is equal to n lambda. So radius of Newton's dark rings, how we can find out the radius? R is equal to, that is nth ring Rn, square root of n lambda r divided by mu, where mu is the refractive index of the material, called it is equation number 1. So then radius of Newton's bright rings Rn is equal to square root of n plus 1 by 2 into lambda r divided by mu, called equation number it is 2. Now diameter of nth ring is given by dn is equal to 2r, that is n. Now from the equation number 1, d1 is equal to 2 square root of lambda r by mu, d2 is equal to 2 square root of 2 lambda r by mu, d3 is equal to 2 square root of 3 lambda r by mu. The difference in the diameters of two nearest dark rings is given by d2 minus d1 is equal to 2 square root of lambda r by mu into square root of 2, that is minus 1, that is equal to 0.414 into 2 square root of lambda r by mu. Similarly, you find out the d3 minus d2, then you got, that is 0.318 into 2 square root of lambda r by mu. Similarly, you find out the d4 minus d3, so then what happens? You got 0.268 into 2 square root of lambda r by mu. Hence, the rings gradually become narrower as their radii increases. It can also be shown that the bright rings also gradually becomes narrower as their radii increases. Now, come to the transmitted light. Condition of maxima is given by 2 mu t is equal to n lambda, and condition of minimum is equal to 2 mu 2 is equal to n plus 1 by 2 lambda. So this figure shows experimentally observed Newton's rings. Determination of wavelength of light by method of Newton's rings. Now from the equation number 1, diameter of nth dark ring is given by dn is equal to 2 square root of n lambda r. dn square is equal to 4n lambda r. From equation number 1, diameter of n plus mth dark ring is dn plus 1 square is equal to 4n plus 1 lambda into r. dn plus m square minus dn square is equal to, you make the subtract 4m lambda r. Therefore, lambda is equal to dn plus m square minus dn square divided by 4mr, called equation number 3. Hence, measuring n, m, dn plus 1 and r, we find out the value of wavelength, that is lambda. Now, difference between Newton's rings by reflected and transmitted light. In the reflected system, there is a phase changes of pi between the two reflected light rays, while in the transmitted system there is a phase changes by 2 pi between the two transmitted light rays. Therefore, the condition of maxima and minima are opposite to systems. Hence, the center in the reflected system is dark, while the transmitted system is bright. Now, experimental arrangement. So, the figure shows the experimental arrangement of the Newton's rings. So in the figure, it is M is a microscope, and a glass plate is there, source is there, lens is there, and a plano-convex lens is there, and a glass plate is there. So plano-convex lens must be put on the glass plate. Air film must be formation. When the light ray must be incident from the source S, and it is fall on the glass plate, and it is reflected, and it is incident on the plano-convex lens. Then the light ray must be reflected back, observed by the microscope. So in the microscope you are observed the concentric, dark and bright rings are seen. The rings are known as the Newton's rings. Thank you.